Hi, I'm going to show how to use the NKEYS library. These are the services that are recommended to be installed: PHP, MySQL, Apache. Currently, we are using one server for demo purposes. Next, visit this link to download the NKEYS middleware system. Click the downloads. Go to the NKEYS middleware system for Windows environment. Click the NKEYS library version 1.5. Extract the file. Double click the exe file. Browse to the root directory. Click OK, extract. Now we are going to the root directory. Go to computer, local disk Guang www admin demo. Here is the NKEYS file. The NKEYS folder is for storing NKEYS log file and warning log file. NKEYS config is the configuration of NKEYS function.php, and this is not encoded. NKEYS function include all the function of NKEYS library. This file is encoded so that others cannot modify anything about this file. Okay, now we proceed further. Go to the NKEYS configuration. Define the database host as localhost. Define the database user as root. Database password, we will empty it as a default. And database name is sample program that already created by the client. Log path is the place to store the log file and warning file. Next, time default is Singapore time, Asia, Singapore. Maximum access is the limitation of the same query that created the warning file. Next, active the show warning file as a true default. Okay, this is the what we need to be done in the configuration. Okay, now go to the client script where the query string store. Go to the top of the script and include the NKEYS configs. Declare a new NKEYS class. Next, in general, this function is to send query and receiving result set from database. Now we replace this with one of the NKEYS function. NKEY query with rule. There are three parameters. The first one is the query string. The second one is the user ID. And the third one is the access level that declared by client, and these two parameters will store into log files and warning files. In this demo, user ID and access level are using session value. We will test the query with no rule being added. First, go to the browser and type the address that we set in NKEY configuration. Enter the username and password. For example, when the user wants to find out the total salary and the number of people at each position, they will enter this query. As we can see, all the information are being shown, where position 2 and 10 that having count 1 are there. Now we will try adding rule 1, which is filtering out top single information to the table staff. Save. Go to the browser, enter the name and password, same query, submit. This is the result after edit rule 1, where position 2 and 10 are being filtered out. Next, we test the rule 2, which record query and identify the user. Adding rule 2 function to customer deposit table. And in the field balance. Save it. Go to the browser, enter the query, select balance from customer deposit. Submit, and here is the result. Back, looking for the log file, NKEY log file. This is the log file. User IP address, user ID, user privilege, and the query that the user input. Related field and related table. Now we are going to test the warning file. First, go to the NKEY configuration. Change the NKEY maximum access to 3. Save. Go to the browser. Enter the query. In this step, we will do 4 times. Back. Second time. Third time. And the last 4th time. Now go to the NKEYS log, and here is the warning file. This is the warning file. User IP address, user ID, user privilege, and user already have 3 times chance they over access. This is the last query applied. The rule tree is the limitation rank from a table that the user can access. And now we will be adding rule tree to the customer deposit table and field balance not more than 10,000. Save. Go to the browser, enter the query, select balance from tables customer deposit, submit. And here is the result after edit rule tree, where the value of the balance is not more than 10,000.